So I'm just getting ready for Sunday school, and I ran across this really, really cool part in this book. Listen to what this says. I'm talking about, this is about the church in Pergamum and God's, what he says to them in Revelation. And there's this wonderful part where he talks about Antipas, my faithful witness. And here's what the quarterly says about that. The word faithful also described Antipas. Faithful is a word that is easy for us to ignore. We use the term to describe dogs that lie adoringly and passively at their master's feet, or we spiritualize the term so that it seems beyond normal human achievement. Perhaps we are so reluctant to embrace the term faithful because it means dependable. It is not dramatic. It is not romantic. Faithfulness requires being there day after day, performing our duties without praise or reward. In truth, however, there is no witness to Christ who is not a faithful witness. To witness to the work of God one day and to deny or ignore Christ the next undoes the witness. And here's the phrase that got me. For those of us who live in places where martyrdom is not the likely outcome of our faith, faithfulness is an absolutely essential part of our witness. Where we are not likely to be martyred, faithfulness is an essential part of our witness. So it got me thinking about being prepared. The only way to remain faithful and to remain dependable to God is to be prepared no matter what. As I considered the landscape of our society and our country, I cannot help but think, now more than ever, I need to be prepared. I need my own mind, my own personal spiritual development more than ever. And I need to make sure it's in place. Here's a familiar way Paul said it to Timothy. 2 Timothy 4:2. You know this verse very well. Preach the word, be prepared in season and out of season, correct, rebuke, and encourage with great patience and careful instruction. So bear with me for a moment while I translate the first part of this verse just a little more clearly for us today. After all, we're in Sunday school, so here you go. Preach is a Greek word, and my apologies to everyone who speaks Greek, but here's the Greek word, keruso. Keruso. It means to publish, to proclaim. It means to herald, like a public crier. Wouldn't that be interesting? Prepared. It's the Greek word ephistemi. Ephistemi. It has several meanings. Assault. Well, maybe we shouldn't stick on that one. It means instant or to be instant. It means to stand upon. But my favorite is this. To be present. In season is the Greek word eukairos. It means opportunely or when it's convenient. And out of season is akairos. And means inopportunely, when it's inconvenient. So if I were to give you the verse according to Greg, it might read something like this. Herald, cry out the word of God and be present at all times when it's convenient and even more so when it's inconvenient. The only way for me to be prepared all the time, ready to herald the good news, is to be prepared. I cannot be present and ready to herald if I haven't taken care of my own spiritual house. And I need to do this. In fact, I need to stop compromising to do this. Because being present is beyond studying for my sermon. It's beyond getting ready for this Sunday school class. It's beyond putting together a devotional. It's beyond sharing my testimony during a service. It's beyond leading the prayer time. Being prepared is being present with Jesus fully. So I can be prepared to herald the Jesus I know personally. That takes time. That takes my time. That takes my intentional time. That takes my intentional determination. That takes me finally getting that the number one focus of my ministry is my relationship to Jesus Christ. Then whether opportunely or inopportunely, I will be prepared. I will have the personal spiritual growth and life I need to preach the word in season and out of season. So what about you? Are you prepared? How might you be better prepared today? Is your own spiritual life more important than anything else you set on your calendar to do? When was the last time you took a quiet day and spent it with the Lord? When was the last time you didn't feel guilty about doing that? But maybe that's a subject for another time. Are you prepared today?